Hi everybody, Autistic Genius here. Just to let you know, carrying on the sensory diet theme seemed to go down well yesterday. Today we're discussing visuals and smell. All the things I talk about this week are generalised. These can be used across the board for all ages and all people on the spectrum. But next week we're going to look at the other senses that aren't mentioned, which I think are vestibular, proprioception, and touch. So proprioception, vestibular and touch we're going to look at next week, because when you're planning diets, sensory diets, in these three specific sensory areas, they have to be done. They are specific things you can do for certain ages. So next week we're going to look at preschool, toddlers to preschool, school age, and then adults on the spectrum. Visual! Okay. Visual. Sorry, maybe stop that. Find ways to simplify the visuals. If you're trying to do something visual, I always like to, if I introduce them to a new room at work, everything's like pushed to the side, so they can look forward and see that everything's to one side, so they can hone in and kind of move forward. Instead of having bits scattered everywhere, it's a bit like, woo, they look at it and it's a bit unsettling. So if it's all like scattered to one side, it can be, you can look at it a bit like, and they can walk forward and then move to the edges to have a look what's there. So it encourages them to be more in the middle of the room instead of isolate themselves on the outside. Ah, you see. Bright colours. If you want them to do something and play in a sensory way, encourage them with bright colours. Like, for example, I heard someone said that if you've got a toy chest and they won't get the toys out of it, all you got to do is paint it a nice bright colour that they like, and then they might go up to it and open it and look in. It's just simple little things that can really make a huge difference. Avoid excess visuals, like I said. Hide clutter. Cover bookshelves with a curtain that they can open. That's a really good one, because books, if you put books on a shelf that are all different colours, that is a lot to take in. A lot of visual information. I don't like it. Lots of things on shelves. Just cover it with a curtain, and if they want to go and have a look, they'll open it and go, ooh, hello, have a look in and get what they want. Solid colours, so like walls, use nice, neutral, solid colours. None of this pattern stuff. Too much to take in. This is kind of, in my opinion, these are not things you should do specifically for someone on the spectrum. This is something you should be doing anyway if you're a childcare practitioner in a workplace with children. You should just do this anyway, because I think it's just so much more inclusive. Instead of thinking, oh, we've got an autistic child, let's do these things, should just do them anyway. Thankfully, we have some of these things in place where I work that do make it easier, but we should really be encouraged to do all these things so that it just allows all children to feel included. And because some children, if you do these things because they've started and because they've joined and they pick up on it, that makes them feel like, why have they done this for me? That can make them feel unsettled. Avoid using colours that they find distressing. Literally, a colour can make a child feel sick. They look at a colour, well, it can do. It's like a phobia, I guess. So, like, just avoid using colours they don't like, because it can really put them off that activity entirely, or that thing entirely, and it just encourages them from ever taking part in something involving that where they think the colour might be. So just try not to use it. Smell. Now, something I should say about smell before I delve into it more, it has a direct link to the emotional receptors in the brain. So something you smell can actually give you a feeling. Now, as autism brain works differently to a neurotypical, smells may do slightly different things to your brain than it should, especially if you're hyper or hyposensitive. Of course, odours can calm, stimulate and distress a child, so a smell, like if you smell something that's disgusting like poo, you're going to be like, oh man, that's nasty, oh I don't like that. Ugh. That is an emotion there. And that, what a neurotypical person would go, oh that's rank, could actually make the Asperger's child, the autistic child go, ah! So just be aware of these things. Explore scents. Put things on a table, have them smell it. Just let them explore, smell it, and then hopefully you'll find things they like. It says here to avoid lavender. Too much lavender is bad for your health. Just too much constantly sniffing lavender is bad for your health, so just avoid it. Really cool thing I've just learned about called a scent break. Really interesting. If your child is overtired or really tired and the senses are getting a bit much, carry something around with you when you're out and about that they like to smell. That smells like, you can get those smelly teddies, like smelly Play-Doh, I don't know, a candle they can just hold and smell it. God knows what else. The reason why I say this is because if you go into certain shops that have smells and strong smells, like fake strong smells, can really wind me. It makes me angry. It actually makes me angry sometimes. So if they have a nice smell they like, they can focus on that smell and block out the others. So that's a really good thing to use when you're out and about. Thank you all so much for your support. It's been fantastic to do these videos for you and really answer your questions, which is what I always love to do, help you guys out because you've helped me so much. Thanks again, everyone. Bye!